So let's get started and talk about create engaging, informative content. So that's the first place we want to start. Okay, so create engaging and informative content. So if we want to gain more subscribers on our channel, we have to create highly engaging and informative content. Why? Because if not, our audience is not going to pay attention and they're not going to watch the video, and then the engagement's not going to be high, and they're not going to share the video, and they're not going to tell their friends or like it. And so this is where it all starts. You have to be able to plan your content, and not only planning your content, but you got to create it so it's engaging and informative. So how do you do that? Well, let's talk about that. So the first thing is you have to know your audience. Okay, so when you create a video, who you're creating the video for? I mean, that's where it all starts. So when you're creating your content, you're creating your content for your audience. You're not creating it for the entire world. Now, we know on YouTube there's a lot of cute videos about kittens and jokes and, people playing games, and, everybody likes positive things on YouTube. But, when we're talking about a specific topic, we really have to hone in on a target audience. And so if you know who your audience is, then you can really hone in on your content. Okay, so that's the first thing. Ask yourself, who is your audience? And then build your content around that specific audience. Don't build it just for the mass general population, because it's not going to be engaging and informative. So that's the first place to start. Then you want to engage that audience with relevant content. So if you know your audience, and depending on the topic, you want to make sure that whatever the topic is, the content matches the topic. Don't veer off course. If you veer off course, you're not going to engage your viewers. Your viewers are coming to watch the video for a specific reason. The reason is the topic. Okay, so if they're your target audience and they want to watch the video that's a specific topic, then the content has to align. So plan your video script. So if you know who your audience is and you want to engage them with relevant content, go ahead and plan the script out. So what I normally do is, have an outline, and then once I have the outline, then I go ahead and create my slides, if I will, or my topics, points I want to talk about, and then I write out those points. I want to make sure I get all my points in, and that's what you should be doing. You want to plan it ahead of time so that you can get all your relevant points across. That's what makes a video informative. Okay, you want to ensure to give maximum information to your audience. So the key here is maximum information. So you don't want to overload the audience, but then again, you don't want to cut out information. So you want to make sure that when you're planning your script and you're writing the outline, that you're making sure you include all your points that you want to get across. Once you include those points, then go ahead and, write your script and make sure all the information for all those points are in the script. That's how you're going to ensure you give maximum information. But you don't want to overdo it. So if you feel like it's too much information, it probably is too much information. Back off a little. Use the information to create another video. So it's all about knowing your audience. So all of these points play against one another. So be clear and use more examples in your content, just like we're doing here. Okay, just like at the beginning of this session, I showed you an example of simply learn subscribers over the past 365 days. And so that's what we want to do. We want to be clear, but use examples to punctuate the content or the point we're trying to get across. So we want to include sources from high quality sites. So if you're going to use examples, make sure they're from relevant high quality sites. And when I mean high quality, meaning does your audience know who that source is or that site? If it's really specific and your audience may not know, then it's probably not high quality. So just keep that in mind. Always play to your audience. So you want to start your video with an interesting hook. So again, I go back to this example. If you're still watching this, then the hook worked. We showed you our subscriptions. We showed you how we grew over the course of a year. You could see our growth, and part of it was posting a lot of videos with relevant and informative content. And so you see how we did it, so you're paying attention. You want to know how to do it. And so part of what we did is exactly what I'm telling you now. We know who our audience is. We plan out our scripts. We use good examples, and we start our videos with interesting hooks. Now, when we do our videos, we also create original content. So that goes back to planning your script. Okay, you always want to, come across as original and informative. When you do that, you're going to be engaging. But if you're leveraging somebody else's content, then the engaging part may not resonate because it's not your content to begin with. So always, always, always use original content. Okay, so keep the content flow organized. So again, that goes back to an outline. Feel free to change up the outline so the flow makes sense. Add visuals to your content and make it appealing. Always include images. To me, if you can use images in your videos and play off the video or the images, then it's just going to flow and make it a little bit more engaging and appealing, meaning the content. So visuals help guide and aid in the points you're trying to make. So don't make it so text heavy, accentuate it, balance it with some images. Use simple language and crisp sentences, meaning don't use jargon, don't come across and talk above your audience. You always want to talk to your audience and talk in a language that they're going to understand. So it goes back to point one. If you know who your audience is, you're talking to them as if they're right in front of you and not you're above them or they're below you. You want to talk at them. So add cards, end screens, and pattern interrupts to engage your audience. And so YouTube cards are just interactive panels that slide in and out when a video is playing. So it encourages interaction by the viewer. Okay, so you can add up to 5 cards, which include images, text, or clickable links. So feel free to play around with some of these features that YouTube has to offer to make your content more engaging. So tip 2, publish videos frequently. So creating and uploading videos consistently will help you increase your YouTube subscribers. So suppose you haven't published videos for more than say a month or 2 months, it's likely that audience is not going to subscribe to your channel. So think about YouTube videos as a popular TV program that comes on once a week. When a new episode comes on based on the regular schedule, it's consistency. And that consistency is what helps your users stay engaged. So for example, if I go back to our YouTube channel, what helped us gain subscribers was our consistency in publishing videos. You could see we were consistent in publishing a couple of videos a week, every couple of weeks. And so this helps users stay engaged. They know when the video is coming out. They know that Simply Learn is good for 2, 3, 4 videos a month. And the great thing about publishing videos is that when somebody does subscribe to your channel, they're going to get a notification, or YouTube has an option where they can get a notification via email. So I subscribe to Simply Learn's channel. I subscribe to other channels like Google Analytics, for example. So anytime Google Analytics publishes a video, I get an email that says, hey, Google Analytics YouTube channel just published a video. And the great thing is I'm checking my email and I'm getting this notification in Gmail. So guess what? I can watch the video right then and there just by clicking on the link in the email. I don't even have to go to the channel. But knowing that if you publish consistently and somebody does get the email once a week, then it's more likely they're going to engage, especially if the content is original, engaging, and informative. So frequent video publishing equals more subscriptions. So according to Social Media Examiner, YouTube channels that publish videos more than once a week are performing much better. So if you can afford to publish more videos more than once a week, the chances of you gaining subscribers quicker are going to be greater. So keeping a fixed frequency can help you quickly gain more subscribers. Posting videos is almost like blogging. I always say start small. If you could do 1 blog post a month, and then once you get in a routine, then you can ramp up the frequency. So from 1 blog post, you could do 2 a month, then 4 times a month, then once a week or twice a week. Same with the YouTube videos. You want to get into a rhythm. Start with once a month, then ramp it up. Okay, you'll find that the more you ramp it up, the more subscribers you're going to get.